Yo friends, welcome back to another football adventure here in Brazil. And it would get flippin' wild. Get ready for capybaras, delicious roadside churrasquinhos, crazy organized fans, and yes, what you see here is actually real.
They just gave me the most important trophy they have in their cabinet.
Caraca, que doideira, mano. As you can see, it's gonna be quite a long vlog, but it's worth it. I don't wanna leave anything out and tell you everything about my crazy football trip to Volta Redonda. So relax, sit back, get some snacks, bom appetite, and welcome to Valentin's Football Corner.
But before we continue, I got something for you. Tenho algo pra vocês, galera. I put some links in my description that will also help you to live your best football life, be it on the pitch or on the road. Alguns links na minha descrição para você também viver a tua melhor vida de futebol. Accommodation, transport, shirts, boots, even decoration, basically everything you need so that you can do the same stuff I do in my videos as well and go on your next football adventure. And by using the links in my description, you not only boost the level of your football life, but you also help my channel financially, so I'd be grateful if you check them out. Então confia os links aqui na minha descrição, isso não só ajuda a tua vida de futebol, mas também ajuda o meu canal a continuar a existir. Valeu, tamo junto.
Volta Redonda, let's go. This is a place a little bit outside of Rio. It's not in the agglomeration anymore in the center, but a bit further away, still in the state of Rio, but in the interior, like in a smaller place in the nature. I'm going here by bus from the Rio de Janeiro bus station. It cost me around 11-12 euros, like 66 reais, which is, no, not even. It's like 10 or something euros, I think, if you do the calculation.
You want to manage your travel money easily and transfer it from one currency to the other without paying much? I have a link to the app Wise in my description where you can do just that. Go download it. Para economizar com dinheiro nas tuas viagens, baixe a Wise. Link na minha descrição. Valeu, tamo junto.
The only thing is, this bus is going to traverse the north zone of Rio and the big road that goes out of the south zone through the north zone to the rest of Brazil, which is called Avenida Brasil. And just 1 week ago in Avenida Brasil, there was a huge police operation conducted against organized crime.
Aí. Toma ali.
Actually happens regularly and apparently more often right now in the north zone of Rio, and it can also be right on Avenida Brasil, like it was right on the street. It's kind of a risky route to take. I mean, the risk that something's happening is still realistically spoken not that super high, but there is, even though small, but a possibility that something happens.
And off I was. The views when you leave the bus station in Rio are always flippin' gorgeous, but this time also an eerie feeling was creeping in.
The road that we're just going through is that Avenida Brasil I told you about. Right now everything seems calm and going well. The bus is really comfortable. This is one thing I really love about Brazilian buses. Look at this chair. It's like spacious, it's big. That's like the same chair as the one I'm in. Look at that, spacious, cushioned. So if you go by bus in Brazil, then be prepared for real comfort.
And after a very comfortable 2.5 hours, we were coming closer to our destination. Or should I say not we, but I?
We're going to Barra Mansa now, which is where my hotel is. It's a bit outside of Volta Redonda. And I am the only one left in the bus. Everyone else got off at Volta Redonda. I'm basically getting a private bus ride to Barra Mansa.
Ciao, obrigado.
Arrived at Barra Mansa, close to Volta Redonda where my hotel is. I'm gonna go there now, chill a little bit, do some video stuff. And tomorrow is the big day. Gonna see the match, gonna learn about the football culture here in Volta Redonda. Gonna meet some very important fans of the club who have been fans for a very long time.
And actually also the squad player who played against Neymar and the flippin' most important trophy in their cabinet, but just saying.
But that, I'll leave for tomorrow. First of all, let's chill and enjoy the day, I guess. Enjoy the sun.
So that's what I did. Nothing I initially wanted to show you much about, but then...
Yo friends, look, I was just casually strolling around here and look what I found. The first capybara of my life. What? And they're so big. He's almost a meter big. I thought they were smaller, but so chill and so cute.
I was just strolling around looking on the ground and then I was like, what? I've gone to places trying to see capybaras, but they were not there. And now I'm going to this place looking for nothing and there's just this boy.
And with that being said, it was finally time to go check out the hotel.
Olá, boa tarde.
Boa tarde.
Eu tenho uma reserva aqui, Valentim Hyde. Hoje para 2 noites.
Welcome to Arno Bom Palace Hotel in Barra Mansa. I'm glad I found this option to stay for 2 nights, because it's a full-service hotel, but considerably cheaper than other options I found in the region, coming in at 50 euros for the entire stay.
And if you also need accommodation for your next football trip, go check out Trivago. They compare the best prices in the entire world for you. I have a link in my description. Vai na Trivago para comparar os melhores preços de hotéis no mundo inteiro. Link na minha descrição. Valeu, tamo junto.
So yeah, that's how I found this cheap hotel, and it had everything I needed, including good Wi-Fi that allowed me to stream together with Johannes from Gol Olimpico the next day.
Das ist Martinelli mit der Schussscharf. Das ist so ganz knapp vorbei. Martinelli.
Go check out his channel as well. And as I wanted to call it a day, just strolling around outside a little more, something happened that I'd say only can happen in Brazil, you know? I stumbled upon the sweet food truck that sold churrasquinhos, and instead of just passing by and eat the meat skewers, I was immediately drawn into a heartful and welcoming conversation. Brazilian friendliness is just on another level, man.
Udenberg, prazer. Sou Valentim. Sou Valentim.
Valentim.
Udenberg. Wild. Quais são os seus nomes?
Juliana.
Juliana, Valentim, prazer. Iris, Juliana, prazer. Vocês têm essa loja aqui
Então, tem 1 ano já. A gente trabalha.
Vamos pra essa posição agora.
Vende aqui. Entendeu?
Legal.
A gente tira todo dia. É um carrinho, é um preto.
É isso? Tem mais algum?
18 anos que a gente já trabalha com churrasco.
Legal.
Né?
É o trabalho principal.
Sim. É a nossa
Legal,
renda
legal.
principal. É a nossa renda principal.
Main work for them.
And you could certainly taste their experience with churrascos. They sell a huge variety of meat with some combinations that you normally have a hard time finding in such places.
Medalhão de maminha, que é a carne bovina. Maminha é uma carne que ela fica ao lado da alcatra. Esse churrasquinho aqui é o
That's what I'm gonna eat now.
enrolado no bacon.
What a beauty, man. And with farofa on top, it makes for an absolutely perfect dinner.
Valeu. And yeah, that's what I love about making those journeys. It's not only the football, it's also discovering the places and the people that populate it. Especially here where I'm like the only tourist, maybe they're gonna see the entire year. Because this place is really not touristic. If ever you come to Barra Mansa or to Volta Redonda to see a match of Volta Redonda, make sure to go check out their wonderful meat. It's really good meat in the street. Often street meat in Brazil, you don't really know what's in there. But here they really transparently say what it is, and it's good, it tastes well. It's a really straightforward thing.
And by the way, Udenberg, Juliana and Iris also have a YouTube channel.
Canal de YouTube?
É youtuber?
Sim, eu...
Tem canal de YouTube também.
Quem? Ele? Ah, legal. Vou seguir, com certeza.
And you can go follow them as well. I've put the link in the description. Let's go. And with that being said, good night to you. Good night to Capybara. And see you tomorrow.
Bom dia. The day is there. Today I'm gonna go to Volta Redonda, finally discovering the Estádio Rolinho de Oliveira and the club that plays in it. But first, let's go take a café da manhã.
You've heard it, the 50 euro package for 2 nights in this hotel also included this huge breakfast bar. Pão de queijo, bolo de cenoura, mamão, uma variedade de sucos. This journey just didn't cease to taste amazing. What a beauty, man. What's your favorite Brazilian food? Qual é a tua comida brasileira preferida? Bota comentário aí, write it into the comments. And then it was finally time to meet the first person who made this journey possible for me. Muito obrigado, João Pedro.
Okay, let's go. Let's meet João Pedro downstairs. Let's go. Oi, tudo bom?
Eu sou o João Pedro.
Sou o Valentim, prazer.
Prazer também.
Muito obrigado, thank you João Pedro for making this video possible and help me produce it. And he could help you as well finding your next very beautiful football shirt, because he has this little online store, VBR Camisas, VRB Camisas football shirts, where he sells vintage original football shirts online. I put the links to his contact means in the description, go check it out. And if there's something you like, yeah, maybe one of his shirts could become your new gem in your football shirts connection. So VBR Camisas, João Pedro, thanks for helping me, and maybe it could be the right choice for you as well.
I'm with João Pedro here, who I met via another guy from Mafia, with whom I'm gonna do a video as well. He's gonna show me around here, Volta Redonda, the club, and gonna take a look at the at where the club of Volta Redonda sits, which is not the stadium, but a little bit further. But there they have like the trophies that they won in the past and stuff, and looking forward there too. And we're gonna meet a very, very important fan figure there, who is Geraldinho, who is one of the oldest fans of the city, who has been supporting Volta Redonda football clubs, like not just the one from now, but also like a club that was in Volta Redonda before, for over 50 years now, and he's going to tell me everything about football in Volta Redonda. I'm really looking forward, and yeah, see you there, let's go. Volta Redonda Futebol Clube. Vamos lá.
It was here at the Club Central that things started happening that are the reason why I put the word crazy in the title of this video. You know, I was waiting to talk to some fans, see the trophies, like a small museum maybe. But bro, if I had known that I would hold one of those trophies in my flippin' hands, that I would meet the squad and discover that one of their players I already knew because he appeared on my channel, bro, I wouldn't have gone into this visit that chill. But you'll see more in some moments. First things first, let's discover what the Club Central is really like.
So this is the Club Central, Volta Redonda FC, where I'm gonna meet Geraldinho right now. It's really, really beautiful. It's calm. I'm well received. The people like at the entrance were also happy to see me here. Oi. Tava falando que você estava me dando um bom oi, que você estava feliz que eu tô aqui. Boa tarde. Qual é o seu nome?
É Pablo.
Pablo, Valentim, prazer.
Deus abençoe você.
Obrigado.
Prazer, tá?
Prazer. E um bom jogo mais tarde.
Se Deus quiser, é isso aí.
Obrigado pela recepção aqui.
Boa tarde. Boa tarde. Alô,
boa,
bom,
valeu.
Boa tarde aí.
Look, that's how people are on here. I think if any of you would ever have the idea to visit Volta Redonda and the football club, you'd be just as well received as me, I guess. It's really, really chill. And as João Pedro also said, the rhythm here is another. It's not the capital, it's not the big city of Rio here. Everything's closer to nature. Look at this. The shirts of the club. All hanging in one place. As if this was like the garden of someone. How cool is that? I really like this place. Let's go explore it and let's go talk to Geraldinho. Oi, Geraldinho, tudo bom? Prazer. Prazer, Geraldinho. Muito obrigado por participar nessa vídeo.
Geraldinho, let me tell you about this dude. He's a legend, Volta Redonda fan for almost 50 years, probably the #1 fan of the entire club. And yes, he plays Santa Claus when it's Christmas.
Woo! Look at this collection of trophies, dude. Look at this collection of trophies. Geraldinho can also tell me what the trophies all mean, because he probably saw this club win them all. Então vamos embora. Então qual é a mais importante dessas taças daqui?
A mais importante é essa Guanabara, ela é maior. Aí temos mais importante, nós são essas duas aqui. Que é o campeão brasileiro da 4ª divisão e a 3ª divisão. E agora estamos na 2ª divisão da Série B. Entendeu? As duas, mas dentro do estado é aquela lá.
E essa daqui, essa redonda lá? Lá na parede. Você foi lá quando eles ganharam o vice do Carioca?
Isso. Esse é o vice de 2005. que nós fomos campeões e garfaram nós. Entendeu?
Mas campeões da Taça Guanabara, é isso?
Nós fomos campeões da Taça Guanabara e depois disputamos a final com o Fluminense. Ganhamos a primeira partida e a segunda, ajeitaram tudo, expulsaram, logo no início do jogo, expulsaram o melhor jogador nosso, que nem participou das faltas, nem houve falta, né? Mas ele nem participou. Aí, que ele estava acabando com o jogo, aí expulsaram ele. Aí ele ia sair para pena, mas no finalzinho eles fizeram mais um gol e eles foram campeões.
Sim, entendi.
Fluminense. Mundo inteiro no Brasil, Volta Redonda lá. Aí eles falam, para que Volta Redonda ser campeão? Bom, mesmo que o Fluminense, por que o Fluminense vai ser campeão?
Assim, eu ia dizer, vice lá no...
Eu vi, fomos vice, daí vice.
Botafogo, Vasco, Flamengo...
Não, com o Fluminense.
Mas estava na mesma divisão, porque...
Não, na mesma divisão, o Flamengo era
na Taça Guanabara, em cima dos
deles, em cima
Cara,
do Flamengo. Em cima do Flamengo, do campeão do Flamengo.
Você foi no estádio, você estava vendo isso?
Já.
Como que foi? Você lembra bem?
É bastante, né? Porque o time considerado time pequeno, Volta Redonda, o poder aquisitivo baixo em relação ao time do Flamengo, tem um jogador do Flamengo, o salário dele, 4 jogadores do Volta Redonda todinho, sobra ainda, entendeu?
Mas Volta Redonda foi muitas vezes na semifinal do campeonato.
Já tem bastante tempo que ele chega na semifinal ali. Disputa.
Ano passado foi.
Nós estamos sempre na frente de Vasco e Botafogo.
É sim, ano passado eu vi no estadual acontece. Né?
Acontece. Sempre nós estamos na frente dele.
Legal.
Ele só fica atrás do Fluminense e do Flamengo.
Having seen the trophies, Geraldinho and João Pedro took me into the back of the club central where more precious historic artifacts were hanging.
84. Cara. Você já estava torcendo pro Volta Redonda nesse momento? Você já estava torcedor? Você já foi torcedor?
Eu sou torcedor desde a fundação, 76. Desde a fundação.
Então você via esse time jogar?
E é tudo quase tudo daqui da casa. Queria da casa, esse aqui, esse aqui, tudo daqui da região.
And Geraldinho told me about the biggest match of Volta Redonda in their history, with a record crowd until today.
Esse foi o dia da final da Taça Guanabara, 2005.
No velho Maracanã.
Quando fomos campeões, levamos 30 mil pessoas para lá.
30 mil pessoas de Volta Redonda no Maracanã. Caraca.
And let's not forget about the shirt collection, including a shirt from the first ever game of the club, the champions shirts of the Serie D and Serie C titles, and, I wasn't prepared for that, a very special one.
It has a signature of the king himself. I don't think I have to read the name out loud for you.
And last but not least, I got a glimpse of how a team from the Brazilian second division actually does its everyday training.
That's something I really love about this experience. This club is fully professional. It's an 100% professional football club that in England or Germany, for example, would play like in the, I don't know, 3rd division maybe of football, which is not bad. That's a good club, but still it's so familiar that you can meet everyone, that the people are cool with you.
And I would get to experience this very soon, because when we came back, all of a sudden, João Pedro was talking to this man.
That's the president of the club. He's just coming in and the whole team is also here, just sitting around and preparing for the team to... That's crazy.
You've heard it, and more people started coming in, and I was totally flabbergasted when I learned that they were the actual team of Volta Redonda. So I actually finished up exchanging some words with the very players I would later see on the pitch. And we remember, it's the second Brazilian division. They have a level comparable to the German or English 3rd division easily. That's not nothing.
Tá, bom jogo pra vocês. Vou acompanhar na arquibancada. E quando vai ter gol, vou virar lá no lado do gramado. Vamos junto. Tamo junto, valeu.
Parece com o Brandt, Julian Brandt.
Sim.
Parece contigo.
Eu? Só a cor do cabelo que é diferente, sim.
But what comes now is really flippin' wild. Get buckled. It has to do with this man. Because when the players were telling me their names and I heard his, I was like, wait, dude, I've already heard that name. Could this be real? And it was not because he has a common name or so, Inayan, that's probably unique in Brazil. It was because of something else, and turns out I was right. And the reason is just crazy, but see for yourself.
This is Inayan. He's playing for Volta Redonda now, and before that he played for Água Santa in São Paulo. And those who are really deep into my channel will know that I did a stream on Água Santa against Santos earlier this year. And this dude played against Neymar when he scored his first goal back in Brazil.
Luan is in the goal, Inayan is number 2.
Neu mit dem Volta Redonda. Ihr habt auch Bock, Fußball in Südamerika zu gucken? Für euch, meine Freunde in Deutschland, Österreich und der Schweiz, habe ich die Lösung: Sport Digital. Da gibt's Fußball aus der ganzen Welt, auch viel Clubfußball aus Südamerika für nur 45 € im Jahr. Schluss mit teuren Fußballabos, Link ist in meiner Beschreibung. Sport Digital, checkt's aus.
Valeu.
Tamo junto.
Tamo junto, você estava jogando contra o Neymar,
Isso,
né?
contra o
Você
Neymar.
tem imagens?
Tenho,
Quer mostrar? Você ainda tem?
Cara, he did like pictures and videos with Neymar that I'm gonna show you now.
Bem legal dele me cumprimentando antes de sair.
Cara. É bacana.
Se quiser mostrar, pode mostrar aí no vídeo também.
Caraca.
Não, foi fera pra caramba. Mas aqui tem muita foto com ele, muita foto. Assim, que o próprio, durante o jogo mesmo, o próprio fotógrafo tirou ele, a filha dele.
Ai, caraca. Cara, eu fiz esse stream lá no apartamento dos meus avós em Berlim.
Todo
Foi
mundo
no
querendo
meio da
saber
noite.
o que eu tinha conversado com ele.
O que você tinha conversado?
Cara, foi na hora do jogo e tal, ele pedindo pra tomar cuidado e tal, pra não machucar, mas pô, muita gente boa, muita gente boa. Muita gente boa mesmo. Tudo que envolveu, né? Vila Belmiro, Neymar, primeiro gol do Neymar. Até hoje, assim, às vezes no estádio.
Foi um momento muito...
Você vê os vídeos do Neymar daquele jogo e tal. Mas foi legal pra caramba.
Cara, que legal.
Foi da hora.
And if you think this was the craziest thing I'd experienced that day, wrong. As we were about to leave and I was taking a last glimpse of the 2 trophies I had seen earlier on, Sada from the club office took out a key and handed me their flippin' most important trophy. A real, original, professional football trophy. The Brasileirão Serie C of 2024. Completely crazy.
Volta Redonda é campeão brasileiro da Série C.
They just gave me the most important trophy they have in their cabinet, Brasileirão Serie C, the 3rd division of Brazil of 2024. I'm holding the official trophy. This is the original. Thanks, Voltaço, for this. That's a beautiful thing. And with this in my hand, let's hope it brings luck for the match that we're going to see now. Let's go to the stadium. Vamos embora. Oh, look at this. Oi, tudo bom?
Tranquilo?
Tranquilo. And like in every place, I'm also gonna buy a shirt of some kind, which I'm gonna put on me now. Wow. Vamos lá. If you also want to buy some new football shirts for your collection or some new football equipment, I have a link to Sport in my description, go check it out. E para todos os brasileiros, e os que pretendem ser, a Foot Fanatics tem todas as camisas do Brasil e do mundo inteiro, link na minha descrição. Valeu, tamo junto.
And with my shirt being bought, it's time to enter this beautiful gem of a stadium, Estádio Raulinho de Oliveira. And inside we also met Geraldinho again.
Eu tenho minha bandeira aqui,
Vamos
ó.
botar a sua.
O pessoal me fizeram a minha bandeira aqui com a buzina. Sabia?
Bandeira? Tem bandeira com você?
Fizeram comigo. Ali.
Ah, cara, que bom.
Esse aqui, ó.
Vou filmar do outro lado.
Olha lá, tá vendo?
Olha só, isso é você?
Isso aí foi uma homenagem da torcida aqui comigo. Eu torcedor símbolo aqui do Voltaço.
This here, this here is Geraldinho. Look at this. Fans did it for him because he's the best fan of the club.
Ready? Let's go! Volta Redonda! Bora! By the way, the opponent that day was Avaí from the city of Florianopolis, and in contrast to Volta Redonda, Avaí is actually quite big and even a secret candidate to go up in the first division. But for now it was Volta Redonda who made the match.
And Volta Redonda ready with the first attack. Come on! Look at this, man! The level is flipping huge! They're playing already, the level is flipping huge of this division. There's actually some quality. Woo!
As the game slowed down after this initial offensive action, I made my way over to the other side of the stands to also enjoy the views from there.
Vamos! Vamos!
A Série B vai ficar, taçou! O Avaí dançou, dançou.
That's what it is, man.
What a view, man. I mean, seriously, under this floodlight, this traditional ground looks even more impressive. But at the same time, it's also not very full. The second Brazilian division has an average attendance of more than 7,000 people per game. In Volta Redonda, though, an attendance of only 1,000 can already be considered big. João Pedro gave me an explanation for that earlier on.
É uma cidade de 270, 260 mil habitantes.
Caraca, maior do que Friburgo, de onde eu venho na Alemanha.
É.
Eu não tinha pensado, cara. Volta Redonda has 260,000 inhabitants. That's huge. Mas você estava dizendo que a maioria das pessoas não acompanha os times de Volta Redonda.
Infelizmente.
Eles torcem pra quem? Então.
Os times da cidade do Rio de Janeiro. Flamengo, Fluminense, Vasco, Botafogo.
É, sim.
É, e é aquele, assim, só... A televisão, você tem aqui na região, hoje, são 4 grandes redes de televisão no Brasil. Somente uma tem uma afiliada, uma emissora local, que produz conteúdo voltado aqui para o sul fluminense, para as nossas cidades. Volta Redonda, Barra Mansa, Resende, por aí. E essa única afiliada é uma emissora que não acompanha tanto as equipes que tem aqui no sul do estado. Não só a Volta Redonda, Resende. A emissora é sediada em Resende. Então, mas Resende fica a menos de 1 hora de carro daqui. Mas mesmo as equipes de lá, que são Resende, Pérolas Negras, as outras equipes da região, eles não acompanham tanto. Eles vivem dependendo muito de o que a assessoria de imprensa desses clubes manda para eles, ou um vídeo de quem está acompanhando o estádio. Aí acaba que ficam assim, é a emissora da região que poderia estar cobrindo as equipes da região, porque é uma troca, né? O patrocinador gosta disso, o clube gosta disso, o jogador gosta disso, e a imprensa ganha material para mostrar também, mas eles não fazem isso com frequência. Antes faziam mais, mas já tem algum tempo que até nesses jogos de Campeonato Brasileiro da Série B que o Volta Redonda está jogando, eles não estão mandando nenhum repórter para cobrir. Ficam muito dependentes do que eles ficam sabendo pelos outros.
But TV or no TV, the best place to watch a football game will always stay the stadium.
Oh. There was a crossbar, mate. I didn't see that coming.
Volta Redonda really dominated, but in the 28th minute, it was Avaí who opened the score.
Goal for Avaí. Goal for Avaí. I didn't really even see what happened. Volta Redonda is making the match. Avaí is scoring the goal. 1-0. Not really deserved for the guests. But it is what it is. Vamos pra cima. Volta Redonda is playing well. They will come back. Let's go.
And while the game progressed and the atmosphere was getting hotter, this mob of organized fans caught more and more of my attention. They were making decent noise and I was like, I want to know more about it. So I went over, approached them, and what should I say? Maybe that's just the magic of Brazilian culture. They were very fun, open, and received me very well.
Oi, galera!
Oi, qual é o seu nome?
Rebeca, mais conhecida como Beca.
Legal, bem-vindo, uma vale de Qual significa torcer pro Volta Redonda pra você?
Gente, é muito bom. Volta Redonda pra mim é assim, mas no coração mesmo. Muito top. Verdade.
Quais são os momentos melhores que você vive aqui no torcida?
Aqui com a Mafia, os melhores momentos é quando a gente tá todo mundo reunido, cantando horrores, todo mundo de união junto.
And yeah, that's how I met the ultras of Volta Redonda.
First half over 1-0 for Avaí. In my opinion, even with the Volta Redonda jersey, it's not that deserved. Volta Redonda had many chances, many tries to make, to score, like to come close to the goal, but they somehow don't make it happen yet. You have to wait for the second half. There's at least a draw to get for Volta Redonda today, which would already be good against Avaí, who are not like a bad team of Serie B. So let's see.
And what should I say? We only had to wait until the 52nd minute and this happened.
Vamos! Go! Vamos! Vamos! Yes! Woo! Vamos! Yes! Woo!
Well, only 1,500 people, they're still able to create some serious atmosphere, man.
Saiu o gol de novo! Saiu! Peraí, eu quero filmar isso. Nada! Nada! Simulação, cara!
Seu filho da puta, não foi nada, caralho!
Ele tá voando pra caramba! Cara, foi nada! That was nothing! That was nothing! He took off like the f***ing Saturn V!
The atmosphere was now at the boiling point, and I figured it was time to go back to the Mafia Amarela, who had also turned up the energy level in the meantime.
Amigo meu estava me dizendo que aqui na cidade de Volta Redonda não tem muito apoio pelo time, tipo, que muitas pessoas daqui torcem para grandes times do Rio.
Sim.
Qual é a situação?
A maioria aqui, gente, é flamenguista. Porém, a gente aqui gosta tanto de Volta Redonda que a gente foi e fez a torcida.
And this love for Volta Redonda, the love for football, and everything that goes with it, the fans were now celebrating loudly. And honestly, the fans, were more interesting to watch than the action on the field at the end of the game. Both teams didn't really manage to create more huge chances, and the game finished with a draw.
Game over, 1-1. Volta Redonda had chances to make more than one goal, but even though they had much ball possession, the chances were not that many, so they have to be happy with the points, which will keep them out of the relegation zone, I think, for instance.
Before I leave you, don't forget to check out the links in my description so that you can live the same stuff I live in my videos as well and give your football adventures a real boost. Não esquece de olhar os links na minha descrição, assim você pode viver as mesmas coisas que eu vivo nos meus vídeos também. Valeu, tamo junto.
And with this, an absolutely memorable football trip comes to an end. Dude, if you had told me that in the end I would have held an official trophy, met a player I already knew from one of my streams, and that I would party with an organizada of Volta Redonda and even see a CAPYBARA, I would have never hoped it would be that awesome. Obrigado, futebol.
another day of beautiful football discovery here in Rio, encerrado. And I really liked it. I really liked the vibe of Volta Redonda, and there were quite some people in the stadium. I put the number of spectators here that we had in total. Thanks to Geraldinho, valeu João Pedro, valeu Mafia Amarela pelo recebimento. Thanks to you all for having me, and it was a pleasure. I really loved it. And if you ever visit Rio de Janeiro and you have the time, it's really worth coming here. It's something else than the big football in the capital as well. But that's the beautiful small spots. It's something sometimes as a groundhopper it's worth discovering. So vamos para Volta Redonda, né? Boa noite para você, good night, and see you next time.